It's a Primarch fight today. Nick and Noah, we have brothers going against each other. They're brothers, right? Isn't that how the Primarchs work?
I mean, they have the same dad, I think. So,
we have Gilliman versus the new Mortarion stats. So
we will see.
We'll see how that goes. I'm bringing pure Nurgle keywords, so that means I can mix Mortarion with the demons. I am also proxying just a little bit. Comment down below if you're against that horribly, but I'm bringing the river trolls as Nurgle stuff. So they're puking, they got scales, they're gross. It works. It all works.
I think it looks good, actually.
Very elite Ultramarines force.
Pretty elite, yeah. Brought a patrol with with Gulliman.
Yeah, we both got our Supreme Command attachments.
Oh, yeah.
What's the mission, Noah?
Retrieval mission, so lots of objectives, easy to score the primary. And it's hammer and anvil deployment, so short edges, which is good for me, the gun line.
And I didn't, game the system to figure out a way to get warp time for Mortarion. Didn't do that.
He'll be a little slower.
Just going 12.
But I also took Slay the Warlord, so I mean, you don't really want to throw him up there too quick.
And, because the faster he kills Mortarion, the more victory points he'll get. So
turn 1.
You'll see by the way I deployed that I'm hoping to be out of range of his strongest guns turn 1, but he can still reach in certain ways. The tower is going to help me a little bit. But we'll show you the terrain. We'll show you the objectives. We're going to go through our relics and warlord traits, because there's a little bit of them.
Yeah.
We got that super strong Ultramarines one.
Oh yeah, Seal of Oath, the mandatory
so
take.
Wild. Secondaries, I took Deploy Scramblers, because I found out that as long as I don't use the Nurglings, demons are pretty good at Deploy Scramblers.
Yeah, so they got some cheap, durable-ish, small-based units.
Yep, and because of that, we're also going to do quarters.
Engage on
all fronts. Yeah, we call it quarters.
It's easy.
And then I'm going to try to grind them down, because he's got a lot of just small elite units that I'm hoping I can outnumber.
You have a lot of big, hard-to-kill units.
Yeah, a couple Death Star units, a couple big ones.
You have one easy unit to kill, the Nurglings.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're surprisingly tough for what they are.
And as we said, you got to take Slay the Warlord if your opponent's bringing Mortarion, because you're going to have to deal with him no matter what. You could try to ignore him, but with 12-inch movement, it's really hard to ignore.
I'm hoping to kill him by turn 2, because I'll get 10 points. If I do it on turn 3, I get 6, so that's okay.
And then, as Ultramarines or Marines fluffy-wise should do, he took Raise the Banners.
Yeah, it's a solid one. I didn't want to do Oath of Moments, or Oaths of Moment, because Ultramarines don't really love sitting in the middle. Yeah. They like falling back, and you don't have a lot of characters for me to kill, so.
Yeah, just 3. Very tough characters.
Or monsters or vehicles.
Right, exactly. But, and then the last one, being aggressive, Linebreaker.
Yeah, I got some stuff in a drop pod, which is crazy, and some Inceptors. So we'll be able to, I'm hoping to get 8 out of that. I think I can do it for 2 turns. If I get 12, I'll be pumped.
Well, I have, I think, 100 models for you Horde lovers. People asked for Horde, so I brought...
You're getting real close,
I think 70 Plague Bearers.
70, so 80.
9 Beasts of Nurgle.
Yeah, you're above 80.
yeah, there you go. There's your Horde.
It's a lot.
Let's get to it. This is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good match. Primarch fight. I'm excited about this. Thanks for joining us, guys.
So... You've seen him before. He works really well. Sergeant Kronos and his Land Raider.
Oh, so gross.
Fully kitted out, lots of DACA, and we had points, so we threw the multi-melt on there. And for some reason, his multi-melt is still 25 points, where everyone else's is just 20.
Weird.
The Land Raiders is.
Right. But he's stronger now because of that.
Yeah, I mean, he's great. He's worth it. Then we have 10 Hellblasters. I guess he's facing the wrong way. But they're gross. I'm going to run them as the Assault variant, because...
3 shots.
More shots is better.
Yeah.
Then the man, the myth, the legend, good old Primarch, Bobby G. He's gross. It'll be hard against Mortarion, because Mortarion makes you lose all those reroll bubbles.
Yeah.
And then next to him is one of 2 Ironclads. He has the Chain Fist and 2 Flamers, same as the other guy.
Gross.
Then just a pack of Intercessors, a full pack, 10 pack. I think they have a grenade launcher.
They do an assault?
No, just I like the -2 or -1, -2.
Yeah.
In tactical, and then back here in the middle of everything is our chaplain, who is a wise orator. He knows the 5-up Litany of Faith, so 5-up against mortals, and the recitation of Focus for +1 to hit.
Terminator armor, that's nice.
Pretty gross. Yeah, Terminator armor, it's fun. We have the model painted.
Yeah.
Off the board, 3 Inceptors, and the little tactical squad with Melta, Combi Melta, and a drop pod. So.
Nice. Ugh, so you got some really strong shooting, really strong combat, and some tactical stuff coming off the board.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's Ultramarines, Swiss Army knife.
Right.
We'll be back with the gnarly Nurgle.
Gnarly Nurgle.
Ew. Mothman himself. The Grim Reaper. We got the Primarch, Mortarion. In front of him is a pack of 10 Plague Bears. Don't come at me there. Old school square basis.
Yeah.
Then we have Rodigus. I love Rodigus. He's not as defensive as an Exalted Greater Demon, but he's got some cool tricks. In front of him is a giant 315 point Death Star. 9 Beasts of Nurgle. I've never used them, but they are 5 wounds each with Invul and Disgustingly Resilient.
And they're what, T5?
They're T5,
yeah.
And they have D6 attacks each that reroll wounds at damage 2. So
they're fun and random.
Yeah, they're just
nice.
random and cool, and they can heroically intervene with their slime trail. If you ever fall back from them, you take mortal wounds, so they're just like slugs. They're gross. Behind that, on these fancy movement trays, we have a full 30 pack. Got to bring one 30 pack of Plague Bears with all the bonuses, all the upgrades. Next to that, we have an Exalted Greater Demon of Nurgle. I gave him the 4+ Disgustingly Resilient.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Revoltingly Resilient. And then I also gave him the Relic Corruption, so his blade is a little stronger and flat 3 damage instead of D6. So
which is great against Primaris.
Just better math. If you roll bad like me. Over on this objective, because they can go a little bit closer, is 3 Nurglings. Off the board, outflanking, 2 more units of Plague Bearers.
Yeah, they're strategic reserves, so they can deploy some scramblers.
And it's cheaper than the Demon Deep Strike version.
Right.
Yeah, so pretty gross lineup. We're gonna see how this goes. You got the guns, I got the combat and the defense.
Dun dun dun.
Here we go. Ooh, 3.
Not great.
A 3.
Great.
We do this a lot.
4
comes a 4.
Oh.
6.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use 2 CP and redeploy 3 units.
Nice. All right, we'll be back after Demon movement, and we'll also show how his redeployment looked.
So after basically the whole army advanced, they shambled up to the middle. The guys in back spread out, really grabbing that objective. Got one big boy to come protect the Nurglings. After my 2 CP redeploy, I basically swapped a Dreadnought to the other side and moved
all
the guns right here, staring down that hot mess. But since they all advanced and you don't have many guns, it's basically going to be a psychic phase.
Yeah, I've got all 3 objectives really covered, so I think I'm good there. Plus, I think you're going to just shoot everything at Mortarion anyway.
13 points is a lot.
Yeah, so Mortarion is going to start with Miasma of Pestilence. He needs that -1 to hit to counteract your +1 to hit from the Chaplain, most likely.
Right.
It's only cast on a 6.
You got it.
8. So he is -1 to hit, and he can cast 2 spells and deny 3. So for his second spell, he's just going to do Smite into these guys.
Yep. Intercessors are taking it.
Just
Yeah,
barely.
they are.
Yep. For one mortal wound.
Zap.
Okay. So now we move on to Rodigus. And Rodigus, I gave...
I hope he's not in range.
He's a cast 2, deny 2.
I tried to stay out.
Yeah. But his second one he can do is Virulent Blessing. You select a Nurgle Demon unit within 18 inches. You add 1 to the wound rolls. And furthermore, if wound rolls are 7+, so 6+, inflict double damage.
Gross.
So just in case you come fight... No, you're not coming to fight, but whatever. We'll do it on the slugs. The reason we want to do it is because every successful spell of 7+ does a mortal wound across the board.
Right, just closest unit.
Yes. So got it, and it's 7+, so they get another mortal wound, which finishes a guy off.
You killed 1 intercessor.
Yep, and then his other spells I gave him are healing Nurgle units, D3 wounds, and then one that subtracts toughness from a unit, Shriveling Pox, but is still too far away.
Cool.
So then we go to the last one, the Exalted Greater Demon.
Is he in range?
He has Miasma of Pestilence, which is also the -1 to hit, but you can't do both, so it's just so I have a backup. And then he has Smite and Stream of Corruption, which is very short range mortal wound output. So
you might be close enough to him for Smite.
Smite?
Yeah, it's close because you got a great advance, right? You moved like 12.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we'll Smite a Dreadnought. I need a 6+ though.
Dun dun dun.
6,
oh, got it.
It is 4, 2 mortal wounds.
Do we try and shrug them or do we just take it?
It's just 1 CP, right?
Yeah, we'll try.
So Armor of Contempt.
5 ups.
Yep.
Done.
2,
Super worth
down
it.
to 6. still, he's pretty beefy. Amazingly, because I advanced, I can't shoot my...
Your pistol.
I think it's a pistol, yeah. And then his grenades might be assault, but I'm probably out of range. So that's my turn, guys. Nice and short. Got what I needed.
Quick turn.
Yep.
We'll be back.
Back up! So they all scooted back in a way that should block out Mortarion from charging the juicy stuff. I'll have to charge them. If I'm alive, he has rerolls of hits and wounds against Mortarion.
Yeah, the seal of oath from the chaplain. It's amazing.
You know, I think I can survive this much firepower. I mean, he should. He's T8 now with -1 damage, but we'll see. Over here, they've kind of also blocked this path, and he ran far enough to grab that objective. The tank, sat still?
Yep.
Revved its engines because he can reach what he wants to shoot at. So, no point to get closer to the danger.
Nope.
There are no spells. He got both his litanies off, so they have a 5-up against my mortal wounds, and the Hellblasters are +1 to hit to make up for my -1 to hit spell.
Yep, and we might as well start with them. Start big or go home. So we're not going to overcharge because you're -1 damage.
Right.
And they're assault, so they only get up to strength 7.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
There's no point.
No reason to overcharge. So 30 shots, rerolling everything.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep, 3s. Come on, guys.
Ooh, good roll.
Yeah.
It's a Marine roll right there.
2 misses.
2.
But 5s to wound.
Yeah, but rerolling.
Rerolling everything really helps.
A lot. You should get like 20.
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah, that looks like a lot already.
Yeah, it's a good roll.
But I mean, you have a 4-up, 5-up, so
yeah,
count a half of those, and then a third of those are gone.
Still lose quite a bit here, though, I think.
Oh yeah, that was an exceptionally good roll, actually.
Yeah. What a first turn salvo.
So 5. Oh, I think you called it. There are 19 wounds there.
Okay. Well.
Youch.
Have these dice ready.
So 4-up, 5-up.
Yep.
Gross.
Nurgle. Okay, we'll take that amount of 4-ups.
I was gonna say, that's math.
We'll take that.
Just about.
Okay.
Here's the roll I hate.
Yeah. Come on, 5-ups. Come on, 5-ups. Normally this would be gone, guys, but Mortarion still gets the old school version.
Yeah,
and the new school version. All right, 3 more saved. So he takes all day 7 damage. Yeah, down to 11. That hurts.
Goleman's gonna try and embarrass him, shoot him with his gun.
Wouldn't call that embarrassment, his gun's strong.
He does get full reroll, so he hits.
So the reroll hit.
He does reroll. He has 2 sources of rerolls, actually.
5s to wound.
5s to wound rerolling. Okay. All 3, -1, flat 2.
4-ups, failed 2.
So 4 disgustings. Not embarrassed that much.
Alright, took a wound though.
Still,
-10.
The chaplain will go.
Stormbolter.
Reroll. 3 hits, 5s. Rerolling. 2. No AP.
3-up.
Hey, he's
Save,
fine.
save.
All right.
You doing the billion shots?
We'll start with them. Yeah, they get 20 right now.
So you're not doing the...
You shoot twice at the end of the phase now.
No, not shoot twice. The rapid fire 4.
That's gone.
That's gone.
So what it is now is for 2 CP at the end of the shooting phase, an intercessor squad can shoot again.
Okay.
So it's the same thing, effectively.
Nice.
I'm still going to get 40 shot, or not quite, 39, 38 shots, whatever it is, 36.
There we go.
Anyway, round 1. Oh, and they can shoot their grenade launcher now, too. So it's a separate weapon.
Sure. So they don't have the +1 to hit, though, so this is 4s.
It is 4s. Rerolling.
Because of one of the best artifacts in the whole game.
Yeah. If you play anything but Super MSU. Oh, not a good reroll.
Anything important to shoot at.
Yeah.
Because it's model, right? Or is it unit?
It's unit.
It is unit. So you could pick a nasty unit to do it against. Ultramarines or something.
2.
Woohoo!
3 at -2. Doesn't matter too much.
Oh, fail.
Plink, plink, plink. Plink,
2
plink.
more. Oh my gosh, down to 8. Mortarion. Come on, bud.
Not bad. Then the Dreadnought, this guy advanced, so he'll pop smoke if it matters. This guy's in range of the big old great unclean one.
Popping smoke now is a CP when I try to use.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
Yeah.
Haha. I don't have to use it.
Yep.
So flamer, 2 heavy flamers, get 5 hits.
Because it's 12-inch range now.
Yep, barely gets there.
T7.
So 2 at -1, -2.
5 up invul, fail. 4 up, disgustingly resilient, revoltingly resilient, fail.
Oh.
Down to 16.
Alright.
Any long charges?
I got a lot more shooting, don't worry.
You got a lot more shooting. Alright, we'll come back. When the smoke cleared, 2 bases of Nurglings are dead, and he did 2 wounds through to him, so we'll see if we can save it.
With the multi-melter.
Multi-melter, 5 ups. Save one of them. Alright, needed that. 5 wounds. Come on, 4 up, revolting resilient. I've already failed both those. Oh, only 1 wound. Alright.
A little bit more on par.
Yeah, so he's down to 15. Mortarian's down to 8. Scary. And I lost 2 bases there. What else is left with this turn?
The squad that showed up in the backfield.
Oh, there you go. So the way he deployed this, guys, is they can't move over these lifts, but neither can I. So he's safe from my unit, but he also will never move again. But he took Linebreaker, and this is 2 units, so there you go. Okay, so after the shots, I lost exactly 1.
That was amazing.
Which is the one that's close enough to the Milta, so I pulled that one on purpose.
Yeah, and
so,
then
pretty strong.
1 morale check to make on poor little Nurgle.
So you're not going to try a 10-inch charge over here?
Oh, I guess I will. It's too fun not to, right? So yeah, he needs...
You hit first so you could bracket me.
Yeah. Ooh.
8, that looks pretty far.
Do we re-roll it, though?
Because you've re-rolled... No, you re-rolled the Melta, so but that was a different phase.
Yeah. Nah,
leave it.
Yep.
You're in a good position.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, morale, I'm pretty sure they're either 7 or 6. See if it matters. No.
They're good.
Sitting pretty.
Glad they don't have a banner.
Yeah, if they had a banner, D6 would come back. So we will be back. We're going to add up turn 2 primaries. Looks like I'll get 10. Cause
you outnumber me.
Oh, you're not on this one.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll get 15.
I did mean to raise the banner here and still shoot. Sorry.
Right, which costs, what, 2 CP? All right, we'll take it.
Oh, and I never went up 1.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm at 7.
All right, 7. All right, we're going to add this up and come back at the end of movement phase 2 for the demon. Should be a good turn. So we remembered that they were going to shoot again at the end of the phase, and he took another 5 wounds. Mortarion, you're pathetic. He's down to 3. All right, we'll come back at the movement phase.
Well, the Horde advanced. Even though Mortarion's so wounded, he still moves 8. The Beasts of Nurgle got a 6 on their advance, so they won't be charging, but they're in my face.
Yeah.
Rodigus shambled up behind them, and the Great Unclean One waddled up, and he healed full with a stratagem, right?
Yep.
So this side is in trouble. We got one of the 2 packs that are in strategic reserves came on, and they're deploying scramblers this turn.
Right. So, some spells. We're going to start with Mortarion while he's still alive.
Right.
We're going to do... is it even worth giving him -1 to hit? I just think you have so much that's going to... There are only 3 wounds left. Yeah. No, I'm not going to. I think he's going to die, even with -1 to hit.
You don't, kill yourself in the psychic phase.
I got some other stuff to do. I don't mind if I kill myself. We're going to do... I got to reroll still. It's fine. We're going to do Plague Wind on the Hellblasters. And it's cast on a 6.
Huzzah!
There we go. And I rolled an 8. Oh, I needed to roll a 9 to get the super bonus. But either way, there's 10 models, right?
Yes.
So I roll a dice. Each 6 is a mortal wound. It would have been each 5 is a mortal wound if I rolled an 8 plus or a 9 plus.
Oh, 5.
5 mortal wounds. Okay.
All right. At least I have 5 ups. Okay.
Chaplain is already helping.
1 dies.
This is the Hellblasters.
Oh yeah. 1 dies.
A little blade wind on you.
1 guy has
Plague wind. The next one is going to be...
No apothecary. Sad face.
Next one we'll just do smite straight in front of me.
Got
it. 3 mortal wounds.
5 ups. Save 1, but that still pops a dude.
Woo! Okay, so he's done. Pretty good shooting phase, or psychic phase. So now we go to Rodigus. Rodigus is going to do Fleshy Abundance to heal D3 onto Mortarion.
Gross.
And if I roll 7+, it'll also do a mortal wound on your intercessors.
No!
It is a fail. I'm going to spend it.
Yeah, it's
down to
healing
8.
him.
Yeah, I can heal a guy and do a mortal wound if I roll just a 7+. There it is.
Got it.
So mortal wound on you and D3 healed on Mortarion for 3.
Do I save it? I do. No
Nice.
mortal wound
Well
on
done.
me. Waha. Wahaha.
Yeah, well done. Good old chaplain. Okay, and then his second spell is going to be a smite.
Yeah, no reason not to.
It's plus.
Oh, not today.
Fail. All right, we move on to the exalted.
He is gonna probably puke on someone.
Yep. So we're gonna do stream of corruption onto the wounded one. It's a 7-inch range. It's cast on a 5.
Oh,
Just barely, thankfully, and that does D3 mortal wounds if it's fewer than 10 models, D6 if it has 10 models or more.
Okay, so D3.
D3 for 2 more.
Ouch.
Down to 4. And then
Worth it. I guess you're not smiting him, are you?
no. And then I'm gonna do miasma of pestilence on myself for -1 to hit, since I didn't do it on Mortarion. There it is.
Oh.
That wasn't the smite, right?
Right.
All right, so he's -1 to hit. So he's trouble.
Gross.
He's trouble back there. We have a little bit of shooting. So
Yeah,
we'll run
Mortarion
on
has a
down.
gun.
Yep. But we're gonna start over there. I got the flail.
Oh, you got your barf and your flail.
Yep.
Into here.
Yes. I gotta check on that though. 1 second.
Right. Will he live to fight? Because he could really go mess up some beasts.
Assault 3. So we're gonna go into the wounded guy again. 7-inch range. Hitting on a 3+. There it is. It is strength user, which is strength 7.
Ooh, T8.
Yep, it's -3 flat 2. So 5s, there it is. -3 flat 2.
Alright, give myself a whopping 6 up. Yeah!
Oh man, you've been rolling those.
Made it. Woohoo!
Okay, so now we go to Mortarion. My very, very short shooting phase.
Right, yeah, you're literally your one gun.
So it's like, do I want to do the lantern?
Or the grenades.
It's only 12-inch range now, the lantern. It got nerfed a little bit.
I think you still hit both of them.
Both units, but not quite a character. Can't quite reach his brother. Or the grenades, which is 2d6 strength 5 -1 blast.
Oh, and blast, we're still minimum 3.
Right.
So
6.
and it's because you're definitely within range of the intercessors.
Right. Yeah, we'll do Phosphex bombs. So
yeah.
2d6.
Minimum 3. Oh, so 9.
9.
Not bad.
Yeah.
The blast came into effect.
So it's 2 to hit, rerolling 1s.
Nope.
Strength 5, rerolling 1s.
So 3s. Hey, 1 real miss.
There it is.
-1.
-1 damage.
Gross. Oops.
4 ups.
Yep.
I like those bombs.
2 dead
man.
guys.
See, that did more than the lantern would have done, I think. The bombs are underrated.
We'll go here, so there's no way
Can't
Mortarion
squeeze
can
through,
fit
right?
through. Yeah. Right
and
there.
Rodigus has the grossest shooting attack ever, but I think it's only 7. Yeah, it's only 7-inch range.
Yeah, it's like the super vomit.
Yeah, streams of brackish filth. It's so gross, man. -3 AP. All right, so that's it. So now we go to our nice quick turn. We got charging.
All right.
He's gonna charge the intercessors.
All right, I'll do my super overwatch, so we'll be back.
So he did this Ultramarine strat where they all get to overwatch. It's like they become Tau. It only led to 1 damage because we went back and looked, and when we were wounding on turn 1 with them, we were accidentally counting him as T7, not T8, so they should have needed 6s. So we gave him a couple more wounds, but then he did some wounds, so he's down to 5.
Not bad.
He did 5.
I'll take it.
Overwatch or charge 8 inches.
He makes it. He's gonna get
All
that.
right, we're just gonna do that. Nothing crazy.
He's gonna get him.
Over there, the Exalted Grand and Clean one is going to charge the closest one because he wants to stay on an objective.
You got it.
12. Wow. If you don't mind, just
So stay
going
away from
towards the
him.
objective. Yep. Bloop. Okay. Jumping in with the Dreadnought is way more dangerous.
Yes.
So we're going to swing first with the Grid and Clean one.
Probably slap that dreadnought down.
I think he has 6 attacks. Let me check. Whew. Okay, so Mortarion killed the entire Intercessors unit, then piled into them just to try to tag them so that if they did their Ultramarines thing where they back out and shoot, they'll be at a -1. Because I kind of think the Hellblasters are going to shoot something else and Guilliman will come finish him off. Either way, they swung hard and did 3 more damage to Mortarion. I'm just really terrible on those 4-up invuls. So he's down to 2. Over here, he easily carved through the Dreadnought.
Yeah, it wasn't even a contest.
So now he's sitting over here with 18 wounds, -1 to hit, and 4 up. Feel no pain. So demons are looking pretty good. We got all the quarters for engaging all fronts.
Yeah, most definitely.
We got one of the scramblers up.
Yep,
And then
middle
for
one.
grind them down, I killed 2 units.
2 units.
Yep. So we'll see if you
see
can
if I
kill
can
two to keep me from getting 3 points.
I think I can.
Yeah, probably. There's only one Nurgle base over there. But that means you're shooting the Nurglings, so that's cool.
Right.
We'll be back into the movement phase 2 for Ultramarines. So they backed up to guard this objective. They backed out of combat, getting ready to shoot because that's what Ultramarines do. It gave just enough room for Gulliman to sprint forward. He's coming to fight the 9 beasts of Nurgle.
He's got some backup.
Yeah, he's got an ironclad backup. This ironclad's decided he wants nothing to do with that great unclean one. So they're all sitting over there, but there is a tank ready to shoot at all them still. Kronos is on his own over there.
Yeah, he kind of got abandoned, but that's okay. So you know what?
Decided to leave in scepters.
Yeah, scepters are off the board.
Just like I'm leaving my last pack until turn 3. So, nasty shooting phase. What we got?
We'll start with Kronos. Nah. Kronos will put his multi-melta into the big ugly, his hurricane bolters into the Nurg plague bearers, and his assault cannon into the Nurgling.
All right.
The one.
So after he shot, he killed the Nurglings, he killed 3 plague bearers, and he put 1 wound onto the Great Unclean.
4 of disgusting is hard.
Yeah.
Revolting.
And then now the chaplain shot and did another wound, so I'm down to 1. So now he's going to be able to split these Hellblasters.
So we're actually going to get greedy. Only 2 can't see those spawn, so those 2 are going to go at Mortarion. Everyone else is going to go at the beasts.
Yeah, I guess you have Golem to shoot him if you need to.
And we are going to overcharge.
Just because it helps against the beast.
Yep.
T5.
So we'll do the 3 guys, or the guys shooting at him.
Oh, because it's 2 damage.
It's 2 damage. And they're what, 4 wounds?
5 wounds.
Okay, so yeah, it really helps. So all hits from 1 guy on Mortarion. Second guy re-rolls and gets a hit.
Okay.
Or no, I'm -1 to hit.
Because you backed out.
I backed out of combat.
Correct.
So actually those 2 3s re-roll.
There you go.
Hey, 2 more hits.
Alright, so 5s?
5s re-rolling.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Probably got him.
Okay,
5.
so just need a magical roll here. All 4-ups.
Right, it's...
Oh, that's not how you do it. Guys, everything you read online about how tough he is, it really comes down to if you can roll 4-ups.
Yeah, right.
5-ups, he's dead. So he explodes on a 4+.
Mm-hmm.
Does not. He's just had a bad game. So you get 10 victory points because you killed him in turn 2.
I'll take it.
That being said, he did his job. He soaked up firepower. I'm up by a lot
2 turns.
in primaries, yeah.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just be back after their overheats.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully.
So the Hellblaster shot, G-man shot, and the Ironclad shot, and it killed 2 of these. These are really tough. I also spent 2 CP in the shooting phase to give them the 4-up invul, which really helped.
Right. And now just a little bit of shooting into the plague bearers.
Oh yeah, way back there.
Bunch of storm bolters.
Hit.
Yeah.
They're just bolters, right? Not even storm bolters.
No, 1 storm bolter
nice.
on the drop pod, but
-1 to help. -1 to hit helped.
2 wounds. I'll kill 1 more again. I'm just gonna kill 1 every time.
Failed. 5 up. Failed.
Yeah, 2. Twice
more.
as efficient.
Yeah, we'll just keep pulling it from that one.
I probably should have shot at those guys with the storm bolter. Oh well.
Live and learn.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
we'll have more time.
So we'll charge in with Gulliman.
Okay.
Hey, he makes it. He adds 1 to his charge too. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Try and take that objective.
I got 2 within it. You're gonna have to kill a lot.
Yeah. And he'll charge in. Hey, even on a 2, well,
Snake
+1, he makes it.
In AOS, Snake Eyes fail.
Yep.
They need to put that rule in 40k. Call it like slip and fall or something.
Right.
Okay, so now this combat phase. I'm going from 4 down to 2 to have a 4-up invul, and I'm spending 2 more to have him put out a bubble of reroll 1s on my Disgustingly Resilient. So we are very, very resilient.
Alright, I do have Ironclad Assault Launchers. So on a 4-up, you take D3 mortal wounds in the charge phase. Nope.
Okay.
Good 5 points.
He's down to 4, right? Yeah, you got 4 wounds left.
Yeah. 4 left. Gulliman will go first. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can't jump in.
Correct.
We just want to get close.
Yep, we're going to show this because it's a pretty important fight here.
1, 2, 3, 4. What does he have? 7 attack. And do mortal wounds.
Alright, so he has 7 attacks because it's first turn of combat. He's using the Emperor's Sword. So 2's to hit, rerolling 1s. And then he doesn't reroll his own.
He doesn't reroll wounds.
So it's 3s to wounds, 6s are D3 more
in
wounds
addition.
Yep. Woohoo, no 6s.
No 6s, but all but 1 wound.
Okay, so these are 4-ups. Come on, I spent 2 CPs on this. Let's just stop him. Wall of blubber. Okay, we'll take math. And then these are 3 each.
So 6 on 1 guy.
Correct, because they have 5 wounds each. So here's the 1 guy.
He'll
5
probably just kill one.
5 ups, you're rolling ones.
Yep, and then
4 wounds.
3 on the
and
last
3 on him as well.
Yeah.
5 ups, you're rolling wounds. Oh, we're rolling ones. Oh, just barely
Chopped
kills
his
one.
head off.
Okay, so we want to keep 2 within that so we can hold that objective. So we'll pull this middle guy. Now the Ironclad. What's he got?
Yeah, I
What's
think he
got?
gets 5 or 6 attacks. He's pretty good. 4 attacks, 5 attacks, because first round of combat. He hits on 3s, re-rolling. Good thing. Awesome. And he is going to be wounding you on 2s.
Nice.
Because he's strength 12. He's using his chain fist.
The 2d3 damage.
Re-rolling 1s.
Oh, because you're 4. Oh, I got lucky. All right.
2.
4 up invuls. Save. Demons.
All right.
All right, let me get my crazy amount of attacks going. Okay, they swung back, did 3d6 attacks on him, did no damage, and somehow did 5 wounds to Guilliman.
Yeah, bad saves.
Our Primarchs are just not rolling good on saves today. I have to do them around now. They have leadership 7, but they get Rodriguez's leadership, which I'm pretty sure is 9. 10!
Oh, so yeah,
That's because he's a named character.
Can't fail.
So he's good. Wow, 10. That's awesome.
Even 9 would have made him okay, but
Yeah. So we keep that objective. We took the charge from Guilliman. Wow, this is a weird game. Let's add this up for turn 3, coming up for demons.
So basically just backed out of combat, made a nice little wall for Rodriguez to hide behind while still, I guess,
Kind of holding that.
you're stopping me from holding it.
Correct.
Basically. Which puts you on 3 objectives still, I mean.
Yeah, I'm on there,
Or
there,
4.
and there. Yeah, this is the 4th one.
5. You're on 5.
5 objectives.
Should have taken Dominate.
Yeah, so he scooted a little bit this way so he can reach the Dreadnought with a couple spells, but he's still on that.
Poor Mr. Dreadnought.
Those Plague Bearers grab that objective back there, and then way back in this corner, these Plague Bearers
They arrived.
and they're doing Scramblers.
That will be all done by the end of the game.
Yep, because then the last one I just got to do with my giant unit in the back.
I couldn't screen out. Oh well.
So we got some Psychic Phase. We're going to start with Rodriguez, and we're going to do... Shriveling Pox subtracts 1 from target unit's toughness. Is there any point to subtract
Make him
that?
T5.
Yeah, it doesn't really help me.
Yeah, you backed out of combat, so you're not fighting him anymore.
Right. I mean, I assume you'll charge me in a second. So that I could do Virulent Blessing, which is it makes them have +1 to the rolls to wound, and 6s are double damage, which would get them up to damage 6. So just fail 2 up and he dies.
1, yeah.
Nah, we'll just do Smite. Start it off.
Woohoo!
Fail. I'll use my only.
1 reroll.
It's pretty important. I'm smiting Guilliman. There it is.
Got him.
4, 2.
Down to 2. Not in Chaplain Bubble. That
Oh,
was...
and I roll an 8+, so it's actually not an extra one from the Rainfather.
Oh, good. So
So
you,
7+.
you'll kill him real quick. Cast 1 more on a 7-up and he's dead.
Yeah, so I guess I'll do Virulent Blessing and just hope to roll a 7-up to kill Guilliman. There it is.
Yep.
Because, guys, he does that mortal wound to the closest unit anywhere on the board if he rolls a 7+.
Yeah, should have had the Chaplain run up. Wasn't
they have the
thinking.
buff. At the end of this phase, though, he might stand back up.
I really hope he does.
And then over here, we're going to do his Vomit. Stream of Corruption on a 5+. Goes
Nailed
off
it.
for D3 for 2 more. So he's down to 2.
Yep.
And then we'll do Smite on a 6+. Got it.
4.
2. So
Does it
he's
blow
dead
up?
too.
He
Oh my
does!
god. I
It
don't think it reaches anything. Does it?
might not. It might be
6
6 inches. We'll look.
Okay, he only blows up 3 inches. Now Guilliman on a 4-up stands back up.
We need you, buddy.
Oh no!
Rerollable, like it used to
It
be.
used to be, not anymore. Wow, that was
He's
a
gone.
big phase. That's my turn. I'm just gonna sit there and score all these crazy points.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's game, but
That's
we'll play out
probably
another
game.
turn.
Yep, so coming up for turn 3 of Ultramarines. Okay, so everybody came out. They're pushing this way. He came to contest that, and then right behind him are the 3 Inceptors, and he swung the back of his tank to where I can't fit through. So it looks like all of his firepower might be going into him. He might be clearing those guys as well.
Gotta
We'll see
kill
how this
something.
goes. So,
Gotta kill something.
yeah, because grind it down.
Yeah, so he did get both his litanies. We'll see if it matters a ton. But we're gonna overcharge and shoot everything into that guy. But
So they went off. They shot so many shots. 2 of them burnt to death.
yeah, including their Sarge.
Right.
Uh-oh.
But 17 wounds on the Grail
Yeah,
Queen.
good wound roll.
So 5 up invuls.
Ooh.
Oh no, only 2.
Those are all 2 damage.
Yeah, so wow. So that's
30
5,
damage?
10, 15, yes, 30 damage. So we're gonna roll this twice, but these are 4 ups. Oh my goodness, I'm dying from this.
So you
This is
made
powerful.
3?
Oh, these are 4 ups. So I took 10 wounds so far.
11 wounds?
Was that 11?
If you made, well, there were 15 and you made 4.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 4 ups, so I rolled 5.
Oh, you're 5.
Yeah, so I've taken 10 so far. 13, 16. And he's at 7. He's got 1 wound left.
He gonna die!
Yep, he's gonna die. Wow, good roll.
Whew, I kind of needed it at this
He's
point.
just beefy though, the fact that he could even survive that. What, Inceptor's into him? That's the only thing they can reach.
We'll give the chaplain some pride. I think that's all he can reach too, so.
Stormbolter.
All hits.
5s.
1 wound!
Oh no, it's all you need, right? 5 up.
1 damage.
4 up. Save
Oh, okay. Inceptor's into
I'm a
it.
little too resilient. You can see all the wounds he's taken, spine showing. So this is the Inceptors.
Yep.
18 shots.
Good thing you're not -1 to hit, but
Yeah.
damn.
Decided to do mortal wounds to the Dreadnought instead of -1.
1.
1 out of 18?
Yep.
5 up, failed. 4 up, succeeded.
Jeez.
Tank time.
It's gonna be that kind
How
of
are you
game.
gonna split it, and then we'll come back after the wounds? Shooting any of it into the plague bearers on that objective?
If I got close enough.
12 inches.
I did not. So we'll put all the storm bolters and the multi-melta into him and the assault cannon into them.
Nice. All right, we'll be back. We come back, and he is no more. He got hit by a multi-melter, finished him. He also killed 4 plague bearers. So that morale check.
Is
7,
passed,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
Yep. Wow. So
And we got some plinkers in the back, but they're just gonna kill like
way
one
back there.
thing.
Yeah, at most still kill 1 or 2. But yeah, we'll come back for turn 4 movement phase for demons.
Again, everyone kind of advanced. They ran up into cover. These guys are just blobbing the objective. Rodigus got a 6, so he could get over to this board quarter.
Yep.
And then the backfield kind of just hung out.
They lost a ton from morale.
Big morale fail over there. They failed it, and then 7 more ran.
It's pretty stupid.
They're scared of that drop pod hiding in the corner.
But they
back there.
finished scramblers.
They
so
did deploy the
got
last
10
scrambler.
victory points for scramblers. So we're gonna go here, and
We got a
we're-
little magic.
Yeah, we're gonna go. That's the tricky part, because if I hit them with spells, you'll pull the closest guy, and then I won't be close enough to vomit on you.
Is your vomit an assault weapon?
Yes, assault
Alright.
2d6.
Hey, it'd be -1 to hit.
That's
Even though it
right.
auto hits.
I mean,
Doesn't it?
yeah. So we're gonna do.
Because yeah, literally 1 Hellblaster is within 7. So if he kills a guy,
Yeah.
you won't be able to vomit, which could kill the whole unit if you do well.
Yeah, it's only damage 1 though. We're gonna do smite into him, whatever.
Right. We got a 5 up, bro.
There we
Oh,
go.
almost super smite.
And it does that plus 1, so 3 because of the rain father
Oh yeah, because 1 more. on them.
deluge of Nurgle.
5 ups. Failed all of them. So boop. Haha.
Yep. But you know, less Hellblaster shots coming my way.
Yeah, 3 less is a lot
And
less.
then, we'll just give myself Virulent Blessing. So it makes me wound +1 to wound and double damage if I roll a 6. In addition to the +1 damage for being a Nurgle battalion. But the main thing is if I roll 7+, we'll get that floater.
Maybe. You do.
Yep.
5 up, because I made both of
Oh,
my
that's right.
things.
Ah, darn.
Woohoo.
Stupid chaplain.
He did it. He did something. He didn't protect Gulliman, but he did
But
something.
you pulled yourself out of 7 inches, so I can't vomit on you. That's my turn. We maxed out Primaries.
Yeah, real quick. And
More for quarters, but nothing for grind them down.
yeah, so we'll be back after a real quick Ultramarines move.
I'm making you choose.
Yeah, so the smoke cleared. Between all the shooting, they actually didn't shoot. They planted a banner. But they shot and the tank shot. Got him down to 5 wounds. I rolled really good on his 5 up invuls, luckily.
Yes.
Over here, between shooting and charging and doing mortal wounds on the impact charging, he killed that unit and took the objective. So that's pretty good.
Huzzah! But we're still in
That's the end of
a
turn.
rough spot.
Yeah, that's the end of turn 4. Final turn coming up. Might be another recap like this turn.
Unfortunately, their advance was enough to come take this and drop my banner. Boo-hoo.
Yeah.
They stayed there because objectives are nice. They shifted over in the backfield because he needed board quarters, and Rodigus stepped up to probably kill them in magic and shooting. And if not,
we'll find out. First, I'm going to start off by healing myself. Or no, I'm going to do smite first. Yep,
Yeah.
and it's a 7, so it's D3 plus 1 because of being Rodigus. So
2! Haha, not dead.
Okay, so now when I heal myself, if I roll 7 plus, it'll finish that guy off.
Right.
Yep.
So one guy's dead.
And I heal 1.
Bing!
So I'm up to 6.
Ouch!
Yep, so now we'll go into the shooting phase.
Right.
And we're vomiting. 2d6 auto hits.
Nice.
Oh, 9.
Wounding on 3s? You're strength 6 at least, right?
It's middle bracket, so strength 6, yep.
Still, 3's re-rolling.
So auto hits.
Good God.
Okay, so this is all 9 at minus 3, 1 damage.
Yeah. They're all dead.
Yep. So they just get the worst death in the universe. Just barfed all over. And now he's on that objective.
And you stopped my banner.
Yep.
Really?
Both banners.
Probably should have just shot with them last turn.
It might have finished him. I was rolling pretty hot with those black dice, though. Yeah, so turn 5 coming up for Marines, and we'll call it. Whoa! Nurgle takes the win.
Close still.
Yeah, even though I won 45-25 on primaries, he killed me in secondaries. So after the painted bonus, it is 79-64 Nurgle victory.
Right, and the funny thing is, I think I would have scored more off of Oaths of Moments than I would have scored more than 4. Just because I only fell back 1 turn, so that's already 4 points, and I killed 2 characters.
So I'm saying, 6. Man, Oaths is worth it. That's
it's good. It's just, ooh.
We didn't show those last couple turns because it was mostly just shifting units around. He killed some Plague Bears and replanted 1 banner just to get 1 more point.
Woohoo!
And I spent my last 2 CP to make him super beefy, so he didn't even take damage. So he's my MVP, Rodigus. He buffed units, he healed people, and he ended up killing G-man.
Yeah.
His Rain, extra little mortal wound ability. If you didn't have that 5 up to save it, he did a lot of that. So I love him. He's probably my favorite Nurgle model. He's so gross. He's great. And yeah, if he had to fight, he's like 6 attacks at flat 3s, but he never had to. He's just a general.
He's okay at combat, but better at magic. And for me, Hellblasters.
MVP.
They just torch everything. Like, they're fragile, sure, they are.
Yes.
But you get an apothecary in there, and you get some, casting like Psychic Fortress or whatever. Like,
and I think against other Primaris, they just smoke them.
No, they're just
kill on 2s.
Yeah,
flat 2 damage, minus 4
or 5.
Or 5, yeah.
Cool, you're in cover. Doesn't matter. And yeah, I just like the assault version because you get tons of shots. The game's all about holding midfield now. Plus, you can advance if you need to. And then when they're by Gulliman, they just get super rerolls. So it's 4s rerolling is almost as good as hitting on like 3s rerolling 1s.
I mean, the Falcons have 20. And the Ultramarines have 30.
I have 30.
I think the only reason people hate on them online is because of how good they made Eradicators.
Right.
But don't sleep on Hellblasters. They're good.
Yeah, and points for points. I mean, when you think about it, you can bring 6 Eradicators, and it's a little cheaper. It's like 40 points cheaper than 10 of these guys. But that's only 12 Milta shots. That's good. It's not bad.
It's good. The 3 ones each at T5, so they're a little beefy. But you get 10 models.
You get 10 models.
Too, so, I mean...
It's more wounds. It's not T5. It's as good a range, if not better, because they can't advance and double shoot. So, and, like, Hellblasters are better against, say, this guy. Demons. Because if you have an invul save against Eradicators, it's like, okay, well, half of your wounds get stopped by my 4-up.
Yep. And then more after the discussing.
Right. So I mean, personally, I love numbers. Just more dice.
Yep.
Always better.
And we'll see if they'll probably get the same discussing resilient change, so he'll become -1 damage instead of 5 up. Which take it or leave it.
But then they still have all that exalted stuff. I'm sure you'll be able to give the greater guys a feel no pain. Maybe the little dudes will all lose it.
To just keep that 4 up. Jeez.
Yeah. Or even just a 5 up would still be good with -1 damage. Kind of like Mortarion.
Yeah. So if you've ever played Nurgle, other than Mortarion, it's not very damage heavy. I pretty much just grabbed every objective and sat there, which is what you do with Nurgle. Once upon a time, I went to a tournament, I think it was 7th edition, with a pure Nurgle demon horde, and every opponent all 3 rounds was Tau. And I think I got like 2nd in the tournament just from sitting there all game. So it's kind of boring.
Probably killed almost nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. But, you know, I was hoping for a Primarch battle, but Guilliman is smart. He uses strategy, so he's just like, shoot him, kill him.
Kill him quick.
I don't want to fight him. And then Guilliman fell to spells, which is usually what happens.
Yeah,
wounds.
Should have had that chaplain next to him, but...
Yeah, who knows? You might have whiffed that too. Who knows?
Or at least giving him a chance.
Like, we both rolled bad at important things. I rolled really bad with Mortarion's saves.
Yep.
And then he rolled 3 ones in a row against...
On like 6 dice with a reroll.
Against things that had AP 0 but 3 damage. Yeah. So, not great.
Not exactly where you should be failing.
The proxies I used, the trolls, I think they did alright. They're mostly just beef. There's just a wall for G-man to run into.
I mean, they were good. They don't put out a ton of damage. Like, even against hordes, I think they'd be okay at best. But yeah, again, they're Nurgle, so they're just going to blob and sit there and say, come get this objective.
Midfield objectives are important.
Right. So. And I think you could, you know, if you want to do, maybe just bring 6 instead of 9, maybe bring some more Plague Bearers or something else. Who knows? But it is a solid list.
Yeah, if I was thinking of doing just a Nurgle keyword for ITC tournaments, this is probably the list I would do. Maybe drop, like you said, 3 of those to bring more Plague Bearers.
Yeah,
but
more stuff to sit on objectives.
Yep. But if I'm running demons, I'm not doing pure Nurgle.
Right.
For that extra damage on 6 is not worth it.
No thanks, but
this is a fun game though.
Yeah, I thought I was out of it after Guilliman died and ended up scoring a lot. So never give up until it's too late.
On the horizon, we have an AOS game coming, and we have we'll get the snowboard out. So we'll probably get Space Wolves out again for all you Space Wolf subscribers.
Right.
Well, this is Nick and Noah, Beer and Bat Reps. Like, subscribe, tell your friends.
All that.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Cheers. Later.